Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, when did I start feeling this weak? It wasn't one big moment, it was quiet, subtle. You started using the handrail going up the stairs. You sat down a little more carefully. You gave up morning walks because your knees just didn't feel right. And maybe the hardest part of all, you blamed it on age. You told yourself, this is just how getting older works. But I'm here to tell you something important. That weakness, that loss of strength, that is not the price you have to pay for living past 60. I've spent over 30 years as a physician helping older adults rebuild what they thought was gone forever. And I've seen something powerful. Your muscles may slow down, but they never forget how to heal. In this video, I'll show you 5 natural powders, each backed by solid science, that can help restore your muscle strength, reduce joint pain, and bring energy back into your day. One of these powders helped a 74-year-old patient of mine go from fearing staircases to climb them again with confidence. So, before we go further, I want to hear from you. Have you felt your strength fading over the years? Comment yes if you have. Comment no if you haven't yet. Either way, your voice matters here. And if something in this video speaks to you, please hit subscribe. We're building a community of people who believe in living strong, living long, and living well. Let's get started. Number 1, the silent muscle thief. After 60, sarcopenia. Let me ask you something straight. Have you ever felt like your legs are slowly betraying you? Not in a dramatic fall, not in a hospital emergency, but in the quiet, everyday moments. You rise from your chair and feel unstable. You walk across the kitchen and need to hold the counter. You reach for something in the closet, and suddenly your arms feel smaller. That, my friend, could be the early warning sign of something most doctors don't talk enough about. It's called sarcopenia, and it's one of the most overlooked health threats to Americans over 60. Here's the truth. After the age of 50, we start losing muscle mass. Slowly, silently, but surely. On average, adults lose about 1/2 pound of muscle every year after midlife. And by the time you hit 75, it's not uncommon to have lost 20% or more of your total muscle mass. Now, I want you to imagine something. If your bank account lost 20% every decade, wouldn't you do something about it? Then why do we sit back and accept losing our strength? The real danger of sarcopenia isn't just weakness. It's what that weakness leads to. Poor balance, higher fall risk, joint pain, and even a higher chance of hospitalization. According to the CDC, falls are the #1 cause of injury-related deaths in Americans over the age of 65. Not heart attacks, not strokes, falls. And sarcopenia is a leading culprit, because once the muscles go, so does your control, so does your independence. Now, here's the kicker. Most people don't even know it's happening. They think they're just getting old. But in reality, their muscles are starving quietly because no one told them how to feed them right. I've seen it hundreds of times in my practice. Men who used to build homes now struggle to carry a grocery bag. Women who once gardened for hours now need help standing up from the toilet. And when I tell them they can fight back, their eyes widen, because no one ever told them that strength can return if you give your body the right tools. That's what today's video is about. Not just hope, but action. So, let me ask you again. Have you noticed your legs losing power? Your grip not as strong? Your posture slowly changing? If you felt it, say it out loud. There's power in naming the problem. Comment below. Yes, I've felt the weakness. Let's face this together. In the next section, I'll show you the very first powder I recommend to stop muscle loss in its tracks. And believe me, it's not just for gym rats. Number 2, the big mistake most seniors make with protein. Now that you know about sarcopenia, the silent thief of strength, let me show you the trap that catches millions of older adults every single day. It's what I call the protein gap, and it is hurting more people over 60 than arthritis, back pain, or high blood pressure combined. Let's break this down. Most seniors believe they're eating enough protein. They'll say, I had eggs for breakfast, or I ate chicken at dinner. But here's what the research says. It's not about if you eat protein. It's about when, how much, and what kind. You see, after the age of 60, your muscles become resistant. They no longer respond to small amounts of protein like they did in your 30s or 40s. What used to work no longer works. According to a major study published by the National Institutes of Health, older adults need at least 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight every day just to maintain muscle, not build it. Just maintain it. That's almost twice the amount the government used to recommend. If you weigh 150 pounds, that's around 82 grams of protein per day, and most seniors are getting far less than that. But the bigger mistake spacing, most seniors eat the majority of their protein at dinner. But by then, your body's muscle-building engine is winding down. Your metabolism slows. You've already spent the day moving, walking, working, and now your body is in recovery mode. The ideal time to feed your muscles is in the morning, shortly after waking up, when your cells are most receptive. And yet, the average American senior gets less than 15 grams of protein at breakfast, barely enough to trigger muscle repair. And let's talk about quality. Not all proteins are created equal. Some proteins, like those found in processed meats or sugary protein bars, lack the amino acids your muscles need to actually rebuild. Others are hard to digest, especially for older adults with sensitive stomachs. What your body truly needs is complete protein rich in essential amino acids like leucine, which acts as a switch to turn on muscle growth. Without leucine, it's like giving your body the bricks but no mortar. Nothing gets built. And the worst part, if you don't get enough high-quality protein, especially in the morning, your body doesn't just sit idle. It breaks down your existing muscle to meet basic needs. Yes, your own body starts to eat your muscles. It's called catabolism, and it accelerates with age. Now, let me ask you something. Are you fueling your muscles in the right way, at the right time? Or are you falling into the protein trap thinking a chicken dinner will fix it all? If this is news to you, I want you to write the word protein in the comments below. Let's make it real. Let's make it personal. In the next section, I'll introduce the first natural powder I trust to deliver fast, clean, muscle-friendly protein, no hype, just science that works. Number 3, whey protein, more than just for bodybuilders. Let's clear something up right now. When most people hear the word whey protein, they picture sweaty young guys at the gym slamming protein shakes and flexing in the mirror. That image has nothing to do with what I'm about to tell you, because for adults over 60, whey protein might be the single most powerful and most misunderstood tool for reclaiming muscle, strength, and energy. Let me explain why. Whey protein isn't just any protein. It's what we call a fast-acting complete protein, packed with all 9 essential amino acids. But more importantly, it contains a high amount of leucine, that's the key amino acid responsible for switching on your body's muscle-building engine. Think of leucine like a light switch. Without enough of it, the signal to rebuild muscle never gets through. Now, here's the part most people miss. As you age, your body becomes anabolically resistant. That means it takes more leucine to activate the same muscle response compared to when you were younger. A small serving of chicken or eggs won't cut it anymore. You need a concentrated, rapidly absorbed dose of protein that delivers leucine quickly and efficiently, and whey protein does exactly that. Multiple clinical trials, including research published by Harvard Medical School, have shown that whey protein helps seniors increase lean muscle mass, improve balance, and reduce their risk of falls, especially when combined with light resistance activity like walking or standing from a chair repeatedly. Here's what makes it even more remarkable. The effects can happen fast. Studies show that when consumed within 30 minutes after physical activity, whey protein provides your muscles with exactly what they need to rebuild. That window, often called the anabolic window, is when your body is screaming for recovery fuel. And if you give it whey protein, your body responds, even in your 70s or 80s. Another advantage of whey, it's highly bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb and use it with minimal effort. That's important because, after 60, digestion slows down. You don't want your body to struggle. You want it to receive and rebuild. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What about lactose intolerance? Good question, Many high-quality whey protein products today are processed to remove nearly all the lactose, and whey isolate, a purer form, is even easier on the stomach. It also comes in several flavors: vanilla, chocolate, or unflavored, so you can mix it into smoothies, yogurt, oatmeal, or even soups without changing the taste. But the real secret: consistency. One scoop, once a day, after gentle activity. That simple habit can tell your aging muscles, it's time to rebuild. This isn't about bodybuilding, it's about building back what time has slowly taken away. Safely, naturally, scientifically. If you've avoided protein powders because you thought they were only for young people, it's time to rewrite that story. Whey protein isn't for the gym crowd anymore. It's for you if you want to walk stronger, stand taller, and live longer. If you're ready to rebuild from the inside out, comment below with "I'm ready," because in the next section, we'll look at an alternative just as powerful, especially for those who prefer plant-based support. Number 4. Pea protein, the underrated plant power. If whey protein is the gold standard for rebuilding muscle, then pea protein is the quiet warrior standing right behind it. For many seniors, especially those with lactose intolerance, digestive issues, or a plant-based lifestyle, pea protein isn't just an alternative, it's a game changer. Let's talk science. Pea protein is derived from yellow split peas, not the mushy green peas on your dinner plate. And despite what the name might suggest, this plant-based powder is packed with protein, often delivering 20 to 25 grams per serving, depending on the brand. More importantly, it contains a powerful amino acid called arginine. Why does that matter? Arginine plays a major role in boosting blood flow. It helps your blood vessels relax and open up, which improves circulation throughout the body, especially to your muscles. And that's crucial as you age. Poor circulation is one of the silent enemies of muscle recovery. Without good blood flow, nutrients struggle to reach the muscles. Waste products build up, healing slows down. Pea protein helps reverse that. It doesn't just give you the building blocks for muscle, it helps your body deliver those building blocks where they're needed most. And here's another truth the supplement industry doesn't advertise. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging compared pea protein to whey protein in adults over 60. The researchers expected whey to win easily. But what they found was surprising. When consumed in equal doses, pea protein produced similar rates of muscle protein synthesis, meaning your body could use it just as effectively to repair and grow muscle. That's a big deal. Because for decades, people believed plant proteins were inferior. Now, the science says otherwise. And here's what sets pea protein apart from other plant proteins like soy or rice. It's hypoallergenic, gluten-free, and dairy-free. It's gentle on the stomach and doesn't cause bloating or cramping for most people. For many older adults with food sensitivities, that's not just a perk, it's a necessity. Let's talk texture. Pea protein has a slightly earthier mouthfeel compared to whey. Some say it's thicker, but modern formulations, especially those mixed with vanilla or chocolate, are surprisingly smooth and tasty, and it blends well with smoothies, oatmeal, nut milks, or even soups. But as with whey, the key is consistency. One scoop every day, preferably in the morning or after light activity. Because remember, your muscles are not done. They are waiting for the right fuel, waiting for you to say, "Let's rebuild." If you've been avoiding protein because dairy upsets your stomach, or you thought plant-based meant less effective, it's time to think again. Pea protein is not a trend, it's not hype, it's science-backed nutrition for strong aging. And if you're ready to embrace that strength, comment below "Plant Strong," because next, we'll explore something even more surprising. A protein that doesn't just rebuild it, reconnects the very structure that holds your muscles together. Number 5. Collagen peptides, rebuilding the framework. You've heard a lot about building muscle, but now, let me ask you something that most people forget. What's holding your muscles together? You can have strong legs, strong arms, but if your tendons, ligaments, and joints are weak or inflamed, every step becomes a risk. Every movement feels shaky. This is where collagen peptides come in. Collagen isn't just for skin or beauty creams. It's one of the most critical structural proteins in your body. It forms the glue that holds together your muscles, joints, bones, and even your gut lining. As we age, collagen production drops sharply. By the time you turn 70, your body may be producing less than one half of the collagen it made in your 30s. That's not just a vanity problem, it's a structural collapse waiting to happen. Your knees ache, your back feels stiff. You feel disconnected from your body, like your muscles and joints aren't working together anymore. Sound familiar? This is what I call invisible breakdown. You don't see it, but you feel it every time you get up from a chair or try to bend down. So here's the solution: collagen peptides. This is collagen that has been hydrolyzed or broken down into smaller pieces for easy absorption. Your body doesn't have to work hard to use it. It gets right to work rebuilding what time has taken away. But here's the key. Collagen is not a muscle builder in the traditional sense. It doesn't contain high levels of leucine, so it won't directly trigger muscle growth like whey or pea protein. So why do I recommend it? Because your muscles are only as strong as the structure holding them in place. Think of it this way. Your muscles are the engine, but collagen is the suspension system, the springs and bolts that keep everything aligned, stable, and pain-free. A 2019 clinical trial in Germany found that older adults who combined collagen peptides with light resistance training not only gained more muscle mass than those who exercised alone, they also reported significantly lower joint pain and even reduced body fat. That's a rare trifecta. Most supplements don't affect all three areas at once, but collagen supports the whole ecosystem: muscles, joints, recovery, and the best part, it's almost tasteless and odorless. You can mix it into your morning coffee, afternoon tea, soup, or smoothie, and it's incredibly gentle on the stomach, perfect for seniors with sensitive digestion. To make collagen work even better, pair it with vitamin C, a few slices of orange, a handful of berries, or even a squeeze of lemon can help your body absorb and use collagen more efficiently. It's like giving your body both the bricks and the blueprint. Now, let me ask you, are your joints holding you back more than your muscles? Do you feel strong but still unsteady? If so, collagen may be your missing link. Comment below. Rebuild my foundation. Because strength isn't just about power, it's about stability. And in the next section, we're going to uncover a gentle, hypoallergenic protein source that's ideal for even the most sensitive digestive systems, and it's not what most people expect. Number 6. Brown rice protein, the gentle giant. Number 6. Brown rice protein, the gentle giant. Not all proteins are loud. Some work quietly, soft on your stomach, strong on your recovery. Brown rice protein is exactly that, a gentle giant in the world of nutrition. And for many older adults, it may be the perfect solution no one told them about. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't your dinner rice, mashed into powder. This is a highly purified, protein-rich extract from whole-grain brown rice, and it delivers more than people expect. A single serving can offer around 20 to 24 grams of complete protein, which includes essential amino acids like methionine and cysteine, two sulfur-based compounds that support cell repair, detoxification, and even joint health. But what really makes brown rice protein stand out? Its hypoallergenic profile. It contains no lactose, no soy, no gluten, and almost no common allergens. For seniors with gut sensitivities, bloating, IBS, or inflammation. That matters. That's what makes this protein not just effective, but tolerable. Because what good is a supplement if your body rejects it? Brown rice protein is also mild in taste, with a neutral, slightly nutty flavor, easy to blend into soups, oatmeal, mashed sweet potatoes, or smoothies without upsetting your stomach or your palate. But there's more. Research published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that when adults consumed 48 grams of brown rice protein after exercise, they experienced similar gains in muscle and strength as those consuming whey protein. Yes, similar, which means that given the right dose. Brown rice protein performs as well as its dairy-based counterparts. Now, let's be honest, most people don't associate rice with muscle strength. It sounds too soft, too safe. But for aging adults who struggle with digestion, inflammation, or autoimmune issues, brown rice protein can feel like relief wrapped in recovery. It doesn't fight your body, it works with it. And that's the point. Because by age 65, your digestive enzymes are naturally lower, your stomach acid is weaker, your ability to break down dense proteins is reduced. So you need a protein that's ready to go, one that won't cause cramps, gas, or discomfort, one that absorbs cleanly, steadily, gently. Brown rice protein does all of that without sacrificing the amino acids your muscles need. Still not convinced? Ask yourself this. Have you avoided protein powders because they make you feel bloated or heavy? Do you worry about allergies or just want something clean and simple? Then brown rice protein might be the missing puzzle piece. It may not be flashy, it may not be famous, but it's quietly powerful, and your body will know the difference. If this sounds like what your system has been waiting for, comment gentle strength, because next, we're going beyond protein. We're stepping into something ancient, powerful, and uniquely rich in cellular defense. It's not a plant. It's not a grain. It's a microalgae, and it just might surprise you. Number 7, spirulina, the microalgae miracle. You've heard of proteins from animals. You've heard of proteins from plants. But what if I told you there's a source of nutrition older than both and more powerful than most? I'm talking about spirulina, a microscopic blue-green algae. It's not a supplement. It's not a synthetic blend. It's a living organism. And it's been fueling life on Earth for over 3 billion years. Now, here's the part that matters too. Spirulina is one of the most nutrient-dense substances on the planet. Gram for gram, it contains more usable protein, more B vitamins, and more antioxidants than most foods in your kitchen. But that's just the beginning. For seniors over 60, spirulina offers unique benefits that go far beyond muscle building. It supports your immune system, your brain, your circulation, and most critically, your cellular health. Let me explain. As we age, our bodies face something scientists call inflammaging. It's a combination of low-grade, chronic inflammation, and oxidative stress that slowly erodes our vitality. You don't feel it overnight, but you do feel it in the form of longer recovery after walking, more joint stiffness in the morning, slower wound healing, brain fog, low energy. Even when you've done nothing, these are not random annoyances. They are the cellular echoes of inflammation. Now here's where spirulina shines. It contains a rare pigment called phycocyanin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound found almost nowhere else in nature. Phycocyanin has been shown in studies to suppress pro-inflammatory markers like IL-6, which is directly associated with muscle wasting, joint degeneration, and immune dysfunction in seniors. In plain English, spirulina doesn't just give you nutrients. It helps you hold on to the strength you already have by shielding your muscles and joints from the silent fire of inflammation. But that's not all. Spirulina is approximately 60 to 70% protein by weight. And because it's cellular in structure, not fibrous like plants or heavy like meat, your body can absorb it fast and efficiently. It also contains a rare natural form of vitamin BI12, which is essential for nervous system health, energy production, and brain clarity. This is a game changer because vitamin B12 deficiency is common in adults over 60, often leading to fatigue, memory lapses, and nerve tingling. And unlike synthetic B12, spirulina offers it in a bioavailable, food-based form. Now, let's talk about energy. If you often feel drained for no reason, spirulina may be exactly what your mitochondria, the energy factories in your cells, are craving. It provides a full spectrum of micronutrients: iron for oxygen delivery, magnesium for muscle function, chlorophyll for blood detoxification, beta-carotene for vision support. This isn't just protein, it's a cellular defense system. But what about the taste? Yes, spirulina has an earthy, oceanic flavor. It's not sweet. It's not fruity. But here's the truth. You don't need a lot. Even 1/2 teaspoon per day is enough to deliver significant benefits. You can mix it with a squeeze of lemon juice, apple juice, green smoothies, or even take it in capsule form if you prefer convenience. And just like the other powders we've discussed, consistency is what unlocks the power. One small scoop. Every day. Think of it as a daily shield, guarding your muscles, joints, and cells against what time and inflammation try to steal. And for those worried about safety, spirulina has been declared safe by the FDA, the European Food Safety Authority, and dozens of peer-reviewed studies. Just make sure you're getting it from a reputable source that tests for purity, because spirulina grown in polluted water can absorb heavy metals. So here's what I want you to ask yourself. Are you taking care of your muscles on the outside, but forgetting to protect them on the inside? Because protein without protection is like building a house without a roof. Spirulina is that roof, that invisible protection that keeps the rain off your strength. If you've never tried it before, I urge you, give your cells something ancient, give your body something smarter, and if this resonates with you, comment below, protect from within. Because in the final part of this video, we're going to bring everything together to show you exactly how to choose the right powder for you, based on your goals, your health status, and your digestion. Your path to living strong, living long, and living well doesn't need to be confusing. Let's make it simple. Number 8, how to choose the right powder for you. By now, you've learned the truth. There's no single miracle powder, no one-size-fits-all solution. What works for one person might not be right for another. So, let me help you do what I've done for thousands of patients. Match the right protein to the right body. Because when it comes to aging, well, personalization is power. Let's start with the basics. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. How well is your digestion functioning? 2. Do you struggle more with muscle loss, joint pain, or inflammation? 3. Are you comfortable with animal-based products, or do you prefer plant-based? Now, let's break it down. If your priority is muscle rebuilding, and your digestion is still fairly strong, whey protein is a top-tier choice. It's fast-absorbing, leucine-rich, and backed by decades of research. Use it after light activity, within 30 minutes, to take full advantage of the anabolic window. But if dairy doesn't agree with your body, then pea protein is your closest ally. It offers similar muscle-building benefits, plus extra support for blood flow thanks to its arginine content. It's ideal for those who want to stay strong without upsetting their gut. Now, let's say your joints ache more than your muscles feel weak. You move slowly not because you lack strength, but because your body feels disconnected. In that case, collagen peptides may be your missing link. They help strengthen ligaments, tendons, and cartilage. Not a muscle builder, but a muscle stabilizer. Pair it with vitamin C for best results. If you have digestive sensitivities, multiple food allergies, or chronic bloating, your best friend may be brown rice protein. It's light, easy, clean, and if you take enough around 40 to 50 grams per day, it can build muscle just like whey. And finally, if what you need is systemic recovery, support for your brain, heart, immune system, and mitochondria, then spirulina is your secret weapon. It's not just protein. It's cellular protection. In fact, you may not even need to choose just one. Many of my older patients have the best results when they combine 2 or 3 powders, depending on their schedule. For example, whey in the morning with breakfast, collagen in the afternoon with tea, spirulina with juice after dinner. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. You don't have to get it right every single day. You just have to show up for your body again and again until the strength returns. And here's something I tell every senior who walks into my clinic. You're not too late, you're not too old. Your muscles are still listening. So speak to them, nourish them, and trust that your body is always trying to heal. You just have to give it what it needs. If you found your match in this list, comment below the name of the powder that fits you best. Let this be your turning point. Because in our final section, I'm going to share with you something even more important than powder. It's the belief that every single day after 60 is still worth fighting for. So, here we are. You've made it to the end of this journey. And now, I want you to take a deep breath. Because what I'm about to say might be the most important part of all. Your age does not define your strength. The number on your birth certificate is not the number that decides your energy, your mobility, or your confidence. You see, I've spent over 30 years looking into the eyes of people who thought they were too old to change, and I've watched their bodies respond not to miracles, but to small, consistent decisions, like one scoop, once a day, a choice to rebuild instead of surrender. You don't have to do everything perfectly. You just have to start. Even if all you do tomorrow is stir 1 teaspoon into a smoothie, that's a beginning, that's momentum. That's how strength returns, one small choice at a time. So, I want you to ask yourself, what part of me am I finally ready to take back? Is it your balance, your endurance, your confidence walking down the driveway? Whatever it is, claim it. And don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with someone you care about, someone who needs to hear that it's not too late. Comment below and let me know. Which powder do you want to try first? Which benefit speaks loudest to your heart right now? And if this video gave you hope, if it reminded you that your health is still worth investing in, then please hit subscribe. Because here at Seniors at Heart, we're building more than muscle. We're building a community that believes in living strong, living long, and living well. In the next video, I'll show you the 3 foods that quietly destroy your muscle health after 6 p.m. Foods that most seniors eat without realizing the damage they cause overnight. Until then, be kind to your body. It's still listening.